And there's no, I mean, that's the greatest thing these guys can have is experience. I don't care where it is, especially as a pitcher. And I think we've asked a lot of him in his young career, and I love the fact that he got to stay down there all year, and he put together a really good year. And I think you could, for me tonight, I saw that. That was a more mature pitcher, you know, because he'd experienced more. And I went back and I looked at some of the at-bats on that thing we got, and stuff was good. It was live, and what he did coming in that situation, limiting damage, and getting us to where he did in that game was huge.
In the middle on the left here.
Snit, straight up, you are up 3-1 in the World Series. How confident are you that you can close it out in one of the next 3 games?
Yeah, I just want to win tomorrow. I mean, I don't know how confident I am. I mean, I'm glad we are, quite honestly. I'd rather be up 3 than down 3, I guess. But I've been around too long to get ahead of myself.
One row behind, Emma.
For Jorge to hit that home run coming off the bench, what have you seen about this group of 4 outfielders that they're comfortable with knowing that one of them always has to be in that spot and they can still come through?
It makes me feel good that, you know, when we're in this National League game and the one I don't play is a really good bullet off the bench, whether it's been Soler or Jock, and they've all done unbelievable damage in this postseason, and what they've done has just been, and that's not an easy thing to do because these guys were kind of everyday players, and coming off the bench is one of the hardest things you do in our game. And but those guys have made a huge impact in our postseason when they haven't played or started. I'm sorry.
A little further back on your left, Jason.
It seems like we've been talking all month about some of the improbable ways that your team has found to win games. Tonight, your starting pitcher got 1 out. You got back-to-back home runs from the 8-9 spots in your order against a pitcher who hadn't given up a run in the whole postseason. So how mysterious is baseball, and how much magic do you think is inside your team?
Oh, no, there's a lot, especially this time of year. I've always said it's because I kind of feel like why a lot of times wild card teams do so good because they're on edge. And I've always said the team that has that little boy in them that comes out are teams that do good in the postseason. And if you'd heard our dugout in the bottom of the 9th inning, I'd have thought I was in like I'm always talking about this, an American League dugout. The way them guys are cheering for each other, and I really believe that. I think the team that just plays with emotion and enjoys what they're doing and all in the postseason are really dangerous.
We'll go to Gabe and then Andy.
Hey, Brian, there's so much talk about you guys having to cover 18 innings in games 4 and 5 or with your bullpen. You're halfway home on that. How do you feel you weathered it so far? And I guess how proud are you or your guys for what they've done to this point? Very
proud of our guys, always. I've been very proud of our guys since April, quite honestly. And we came out of this obviously okay. We won the game because I think Kyle Wright had a huge spot in this. Chris Martin, and then we got it to Matzik and Luke and Will, and that's kind of what was working for. I was kind of working to get through the 5th inning to where we could give it to our guys, and we did that. And hats off to our guys that did that, especially Kyle. I don't know. I'll be honest with you, I don't know what direction we're going to go tomorrow yet.
We'll go in the middle here.
Just following up on that question, given how many innings Kyle Wright was able to give you without already knowing your game plan for tomorrow, but just how big was that as you look ahead to tomorrow, having arms available?
It was huge. It was huge because really, other than Kyle, all the guys we pitch can throw again. They're all available tomorrow. So if we choose to go the bullpen game, we have bodies to do that, and we got guys that we really like to be able to do that. And I think what Kyle did extending that game was just he probably doesn't even realize what he did for us and how big that was, especially the situation that he came in. And again, I am so proud of how he handled the situation and went to work.
We'll go to Ron on your right, then Andy.
Was Dylan going to be 4 batters no matter what in your mind going in?
Well, we had a plan for that, but then we're going to wait and see how it went. It's kind of like if he was hitting with everything and changeup was really good, we might have extended him a little bit more. But that kind of depending on the situation, we had talked about that, where he was when we brought Kyle in.
And what did you see as he was pitching out there?
I just, command was off a little bit than what I've seen before, which is understandable. My God, we put him in an unbelievable situation. Even though I told him when he got here, he didn't have to sleep on, he wasn't nervous. But that's still, I don't care when I tell you, your first start, I think, is in the big leagues is going to be in a World Series game. You kidding me? I don't expect, my God.
Go to Andy in the back corner.
Hey, Brian, what did you think of the technique on Eddie's catch, and do you see for the organization?
I'm not even going to go look at that again.
So that won't be something you'll be teaching in instructs?
No, that's probably not an instructional video we show to our minor leaguers.
We'll go to Ken in the back.
Hey, Snit, two quick ones. First of all, you talked about the little boy in your team. Do you think that was acquired by the way you got here? Just,
No, I think it's you know what, it's acquired with the players we have. And I said that first year we won our first division. Somebody's like, what are these guys feeling when they're, in September playing meaningful games? And I'm thinking, I feel like I'm in an American League dugout. Somebody asked me that about our players. I said, the last place they're going to be nervous is between the white lines. They enjoy competing and the emotion. They feed on the emotion. They feed on the crowd. And they like playing baseball.
and second, your bullpen wasn't, I don't think it was
God,
regarded as.
I can't say enough about our bullpen. My God, I'm, said I want to talk to ownership and send them all to Hawaii for a week when we're done.
Snit's players are here, so we'll finish up with Zach on your left.
Yes, Ned, I don't think you or your players need to be reminded about the thirst for this city for a championship. These final 27 outs, the moment and the pressure, how do you think they'll handle it?
No, I think they'll handle it great. They'll handle it great. I'm happy for our city that can go through this, experience this. What a great time of year. And for the city, the Braves country to experience all this, for our players to experience, it's a win-win situation.
Snit, thanks a lot.
Okay, thank you.
Appreciate it.
All right, so you heard manager Brian Snitker said likely we'll go with a bullpen game. Everybody's ready to go. They didn't even have to use A.J. Minter in this game, so you know he will get stretched out. He will pitch in Game 5. The Braves can close out the World Series on their home field. First pitch, 8:15 Eastern Time. Braves one win away from their first World Series title since 1995. We know the Astros will be sending Framber Valdez to the bump, the Game 1 starter, as they try to do the improbable and come back down 3-1. More coverage ahead here on CBS Sports HQ from Game 4 of the World Series. Keep it locked.